Hello everyone and welcome for a tutorial about holding wave 20. I already released my video about holding 10 and just watching that video you guys will already see what kind of DPS it's actually good for against that boss wave, and it's kind of similar to this one but it's still much different. So I will say wave 20 in a public game, it's actually one of the hardest wave to uh, pass. It's really hard wave to hold. And you need a lot of knowledge about many units to hold it, some combination you need, etc. And it's not always about value. And when I say it's not all about value, I will show you something here. Let's see. If I ask you guys, everyone or girls, what is the best unit in this game overall? Many people will say maybe the dragon, maybe people will say the tree of knowledge, maybe people say the doomsday. If you have a doomsday, you can hold every wave. But this is the thing, against 20 you need some kind of combination. There are some units of course for tier 6 that is very strong for the wave. But I'm gonna show you here. I'm gonna show you. Let's take care of the doomsday here. This is important to know here. And you are rich, very rich. You get a lot of income. You got like 300 income by 10. You play very nice, and people leak, etc. And then suddenly you are okay. This is quite high value for 20. It's not often you can reach that value for 20. It's okay. So let's see. You get only Doomsday. If you see it like this, you're like, wow, I got strong units. I got insane units, but I'm going to show you here how it goes if you go against 20 with 13,000 value, which is sky high for 20. And this will show you here that you don't stand a chance. Even with 12,960 value, you will not hold that wave with only Doomsday. And like I said, Doomsday is very strong, but not for 20. Not for 20. So there are literally only three tier 6. If I will do 2 roads in here, in every tier 6, there's only 3 different builders can actually manage the boss 20. And the easiest to hold is gonna be the tree of knowledge. Two full of line tree of knowledge will hold. Probably only one line as well. And you got Meraiden, the upgraded Dark Priest, very strong. You got the Annihilator, the tier 6 upgraded 7 range. It will hold very easy. I will show you here. This is just to show you what kind of DPS or what kind of tier 6 is actually a good counter for the waves 20. So if I have this now instead of 13,000 value with Doomsday, I have this unit, which is actually one of my favorite tier 6, really, to be honest. And you will see here the slaughter of this wave, because it's DPS and much better than tank for this cause. And when you watch this, you see 12,000 value. You're like, what? Not a chance. I can hold this. I have this. No, you will not. This is just for show to show you how much of a difference it is for every wave there is from 1 to 20. Every unit got a weakness, a strength for every wave, for every send, every passive. And this is why I love this game, by the way. It's very nice and unique, and I still find, I really still find combination for some waves and sends, etc. Not every day, but very often. Well, let's start. How to hold 20 as easy as possible. And when I say this unique combination of units, if you play it, this is only for dynamic play. This is not select. I know a friend of mine will help me to get some nice build orders for select as well. It's Nexus in Titans. He's very he's the strongest one I know in select build, without doubt. So it's gonna be nice to see what he presented to me, how to hold from 1 to 20 with balance build. So hopefully I will upload some videos that soon. Well, anyway, let's start. So there's a couple of ways to actually do this. You got a kind of I would call this like a draft play. Wait, sorry. I told you before that the Tree of Knowledge is actually very strong. And I will show you a combination you can do. Let's say you got some Tree of Knowledge, which if you play a lot of dynamic game, you will probably have them. People love them. They are pretty good in many, many waves. But they got weakness, of course. But I'm not going to go into that one now. Let's see here. Okay, behind that one, I want to have solo villains. And when I showed you the wave 10 hold, I actually showed the solo villains. It's very powerful. For wave 20, if you have solo villains and you don't get many cents, if you can kill the links somehow, this combination of build is powerful, especially if you have it behind your front line. Could be cyborgs, could be Krogots, upgrade cyborgs, but you have something behind. You need to have them behind your melee. You can have them more back as well, but this is my way how to hold 20 very, very easy. I'm gonna show you. I need to build something more. Let's take this one to buff the DPS. No, the HP on the Tree of Knowledge. People love them. You almost always upgrade ones, so they can stack up. One will upgrade this one. It's like the Magnetosphere I showed you in the early game. What do I want more? Yeah, Dark Mage. Actually, my favorite buff in this game. Let's see here. And let's take... Yeah, let's take some... this one, for example, just for fun. Okay, so... I only got 3,665, which is very low for 20. But if I watch this kind of build, I call it draft build because this is something you can actually get from draft, for example. I think it will hold. Let's see. The Tree of Knowledge itself, very powerful. The solo villain, the DPS, is insane behind. You see that? Actually worked. No problem, really. 3,665. I can probably hold it lower, but this is how we'll hold it easy. So imagine if you have, you can add some cyborgs there, you have some magnetosphere, sentinels, whatever. And whatever is like I'm saying, it's everything except this one. You can have anything. But this is a nice combination to hold 20. And as you saw, it wasn't really hard. But this is without sense. With sense, of course, you don't live to come to wave 20 with 3,665. I will say the average to come there is like 5,000 to 6,000. This is like normal people come with this value. So you have more than this. You have Thunderbirds, you have Sentinels, you have everything else. So this combination, this position here is fantastic for 20. Okay, let me sell this one. And I'm going to show you my other favorite to hold wave 20. And this trick this I'm going to show you now is actually pretty simple to do. Because if you have it, doesn't matter what you have with it, you will hold. This is going to be fun to show you because this is what, if I play a lot of in-house, I like to have this. This is very powerful. Let me show you here. Let's see here. So first of all, you want to have some Mudmans. Let's take 2. And the reason I want to have 2 is because when the bosses is hitting the first one, they're gonna slow. 1 or 2 will slow it down. But why do I have the second one? The answer is pretty easy, because I want all the links, all the auras come by to my DPS first, so I can kill that shit, and then only face the bosses alone where they come slowly. This is a nice trick to do it. The best trick, well, 2 is enough. You can make 3 as well and have a little space between them. But for this video, I will only do 2. It's enough. Okay, so let me place... there you go. Let's see, I'm gonna upgrade those guys there. Let's take them a little bit closer. Gonna have it there. Will like this one. This is pretty fun, really. This position I'm doing now is like a position I will build myself in a game. People are different. There's many people, even in Titans in my clan here, that build differently. They build, some waves it's better to do something else, and some Yeah, I just like this one. I got my puzzle, if I say this. I like to have the stairs behind my sentinels because they will not block any good DPS. They will not block Doomsday. They will not block anything. They will just be there, just to be there as a backup for 20. And when you do the stairs, remember this one. Oh, save them as long as possible. Upgrade them for 20, not before. So this is like, if you have this one, you can't say, oh, I'm so safe at 17, etc. Save them if you can for 20 to upgrade. You can have them. You can have the fluxes, but save the upgrades for 20. If you need to do something, of course, upgrade them. Still pretty okay, but it's not as powerful as other units, if you ask me. But let's continue to the task here. Okay, so with this one, I want to have the Solar Villain. I told you guys this is a very powerful DPS. So I want some DPS with this one. And this one is the other key unit. Let's take this there. There you go. Let's see here. And the final step, another DPS that I really love in this game. It's gonna be, yes, it's gonna be this one. I could just do something else, but this is like units I love. So here I got the slows for the boss, the links. You will counter them, you will kill the sense, etc. You have encryptors, the upgrade encoders. You have the double messiah, and you have the stary. The free key rules to hold wave 20, it's number 1, encryptors. Number 2, messiah. You don't need 2, but 2 is the best you can have. And number 3, the staries. If you have those 3, doesn't matter what you have with it, you will hold wave 20. Trust me when I say this. This is the free key units to hold 20. Let me show you. 3000. Once again, you see here the value is going very low here. But the staries are keeping blinding this boss all the time. They're trying to hit, but they can't hit anything because the staries is just hitting them all the time. And the other units is the Messiah is loading up the energy of the staries so they can blind even further all the time. And the Encryptor have this shield where block attacks as well. So there's a lot of blocking. So all I really need here, I need some DPS with it. So, you know, someone can kill the bosses as well. And this is why I have the Solar Villain and the Great Keeper. You can have something else. You can have, even here, you can actually have some Doomsday. It's not as powerful as the Great Keeper and Solar Villain, but you can have it because it's going to take a while for the bosses to actually hit your units with all of these blinds. I call it blinds, the freezes. And yeah, you can have Mariah and upgrade the tier 6 Ghost. Even Teeters will be perfect to have as a DPS, as is very strong for 10, as 20 as well. So this is like a key units. I love this really. So keep in mind to have those free. And even in mid-game, if you have this kind of combination with encryptors, with sentinels, etc., you are very powerful in mid-game as well. Then I say very. And now I didn't even add the double magnetosphere. You don't actually need them for 20. The reason you have it is because they are buffing the shield, who gives you more life, but in shield instead. So this is not, it's not, you know, if you have a lot of units, it's gonna be even stronger. So yes, this is how easy wave 20 can actually be. And yes, I love the Great Keeper. Solar Villain is very powerful. And if you are not as, I would say, lucky to get some units that you don't want, there's always alternatives. If you don't have this one, for example, the key units, if you add in some extra swarm host, you can add them wherever you want. Just have them. Don't have it in front. I will never say that's one. But have like this one, for example. Just put them where they don't take some spot. They will help you to hold back the bosses all the time. They're actually a very good counter for wave 20. So never do dragon for wave 20. It will never work. And to show you how good swarm host is for 20, I'm gonna try something very funny here. This is just nothing you do in a game, but I'm gonna show you how powerful they can actually be. And of course you don't have this many, but it could be fun. So you can see exactly the purpose of them. Let me see here. I'm gonna take another line of them. I don't even upgrade them really. If you upgrade, they have more range, but it's still fun. Let's see here, there. And as you got this one, they will. Yeah. Sorry for speaking to myself here. It's Friday, guys. It's Friday, so. Okay. So here I got the slowing the swarm host. This is pretty fun. I got 1 DPS. It's gonna be right, and if I had something else, it could work too. But let's try this out. Maybe it works, maybe not. But in my theory here, the swarm host will throw out this kind of shit all the time, and they will just let them kill so slow there. This is gonna take a while. I'll tell you this. Maybe I don't even hold like this. Depends on kind of focus with the bosses, etc. You see how slow they kill? This is how it's gonna work if you have a couple as well and you have the units you have. It's gonna take a while, of course. With this, I will not hold it like this, will I? This is kind of insane. No, I think the bosses maybe will reach them. No, if I can only kill the one on the right side there, I mean, then I got a chance. Wait, there you go. Now I think it's gonna be even easier because they have more this larvas, this locust to kill. This is pretty funny, really. This is nothing you have in a game, of course, but I'm just gonna show you how they work. So if you have a lot of units, and if you got beast, just do a couple of swarm hosts. The swarm, the negative thing with the swarm host is gonna be like, if you have a dragon, you will gonna hold 19 easier. But if you do this one, you will hold 20 easier. So it's like a, do I already have the units for 19? Can I risk it and do the swarm horse? Do I already have like Doomsday or Missile Ray, etc. so I can counter wave 19? Then you only add one of those. Sorry, that is pretty fun to see, really. I will say just don't make more like 4 or something. You need some other units as well. And this is only for 20 as well. It works pretty nice at 16 as well, really. But this is how they will work. So if you add a couple of them into your build, whatever build you actually have, it's going to work out better at least. But now I actually show you the key units to hold. The Tree of Knowledge is very, very powerful unit to hold wave 20 as well. Very, very strong. It's all about how much sense, of course, you get. So let's see if I actually miss something. Yes, there is actually one thing as well. Let's say that you got the Tree of Knowledge that I showed at start, you know, in front here. There's actually one unit more that you can actually get help with instead of Solo Villain. That is actually very, very powerful, and it's the Seraphim. It's not as powerful as Solo Villains, but it's almost doing the same, really. So this one, for example, they're standing right behind. You don't need them there. The range is 4, so having a couple of them as well is actually very powerful to hold weight 20. Weight 20 for me, it's as I already know what to build. It's pretty easy almost every time to see if I can hold weight 20 or not. And many times when you come to 20, some units for wave 19 is not good for 20 and the other way around. So you need to find a balance how to hold it and play it. Okay, I actually think there's many other ways to do it. There's advanced mode. You can do a lot of tricks with wardens. Wardens very powerful. But to make it even easier to understand what kind of raids can hold the weight 20 and how, I'm gonna upload the videos that I promise you here that my ally Nexus will present to me. How he will hold from 1 to 20 with balance wave. So it's gonna be pretty fun to see, really, how much value you actually need to hold, for example, 20. What do you need? It's gonna be very, very nice to see. I hope you everyone learned something here with this with 20. If there's anything you want to add in, something I missed, of course there is some advanced ways to hold 20 as well. I mean, there's a lot of I can go through every unit here and just talk good about them, but this is gonna take me like 1 hour. I'll tell you this. I love like almost every unit in this game for everything. Really, it's so fun. Thank you for watching this, gentlemen and girls. If there is anything you want me to upload, etc., I will put it in the upload list. Next uploads will be how to hold wave 12. I have getting requests from that, and after that one I will start to upload the select builds, how to hold with every race, every builder with a balance build and get maxed. I think the max with a balance with every race will be somewhere around between 13 and 15, which is pretty neat. It's nice. You can do it more faster, but it's gonna be risky. So this is the thing. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow we will play a tournament 3v3 with shuffle players. It's gonna be free mixed players. So no clans can actually stack up. It's gonna be very fun. I'm gonna play with two other random people. It's gonna be cool to communicate, how to communicate. Will be a lot of laughs. So the purpose of this tournament is to have fun. It's gonna be a blast to tell you this one, and I will try to stream the tournament really when I'm playing this on my Twitch. So just to look me up on Twitch as well. Is FujMs there as well. If nothing else, have a good weekend, everyone. Cheers.